welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining. Today I am bringing you a surprise episode of our single dad life, but there's a little bit of a twist because the last place we left off, Kody was not accepting of Cherish and her lifestyle or the fact that she was in love with Miko, and so they decided to go ahead and elope because, as we know, Miko is pregnant. And then in the middle of the night, once Kody went to bed, the girls decided that they were going to run out. So that is kind of where we're picking up here in this episode, is basically Kody realizing that yeah, she has moved out. And as you can see, her room is completely empty, only a little bit of boxes, and the violin that he got for her she left behind, and everything else she took with her. So he does have a thing here that says, "You did what? You're growing up too fast. I don't know how to feel about this." So he is obviously really upset with the fact that she is gone, and unfortunately he doesn't know where they went because she didn't tell him. She did leave him a note, and we will take a look at that in a minute, telling him basically that she couldn't live like this and that they were leaving, but it doesn't say where in the note that she went or anything like that. All he knows is that his little girl is now gone, and she was the last living relative he has because, as we know, he did lose his wife, Cherish's mother, when Cherish was little. So he is pretty distraught over this news, and unfortunately we are going to have to figure out a way for Kody to mend things with Cherish to try to be a part of her life, because I don't think, being the person that he is, that he would want to be left out of... he wouldn't want that. I really think that he would want to be part of Cherish's family and her life. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of get this apartment decorated back up because it is in pretty rough shape, and then I will check back with you guys. So we are now into the game, and I've taken Kody into the office, and he has found Cherish's letter, and as you can see, he is quite surprised by this letter. He is really, really shocked that she has taken her things and just completely moved out in the middle of the night. And I mean, he gets up pretty early. It's 4:45 in the morning, but she's gone. Like, she's just gone. And he's just like, I cannot believe this. How dare that girl trick my daughter into going in the middle of the night? And obviously he's just gonna right away blame Miko. And it's not her. Like, this was all Cherish's idea, because she was like, if he can't accept you, then I'm done. So Kody is pretty upset by all of this information, and I think that he is just like, wow, I can't believe that she would do this. I just can't even believe it. So he is going to go ahead and get himself something to eat, sushi that Miko made him. And then he is going to head over to the computer and see if he can find out some information on possibly where could she be, right? Because he doesn't even know where to begin. Like, he's just in complete shock. And as you can see, he doesn't have a whole lot of money, so it's not like he could, hire anyone to just go find her or anything like that. Like, no. He is in a position that he is going to have to do all of this legwork himself, because he can't depend on being able to afford someone to do this work for him. So he is going to go ahead and go over, and he's just going to start doing some research, trying to find out where she might be and see if he can possibly come up with anything, like, answer-wise on where she could have gone. So we'll just have him come in here, and he can sit down at the computer and see if he can find out some information. See if you can chat See if you can find anyone that knows where Cherish might have gone. He's extremely upset. Being sad makes me feel even more sad. And he's overthinking the situation and being pretty negative. So her leaving has really, really hit him harder than he thought. So I am just going to go ahead and, get him to call and maybe chat with Cherish and see if she will tell him, like, oh, it's pitiful. Like, where are you? Where did you go? Why did you run out? Is there not anything that I can do to make this better? Like, you could have, talked to me. I didn't realize that you were, this serious. And I think Cherish would kind of be like, Dad, you did know. I tried to tell you on several occasions, and you just kept ignoring and pushing me away and telling me that it was your way or no way. And I can't live like that. So we left. And I think that, Kody's finally realizing that, this is serious. She's not really going to just be okay. She's like, why are you calling so late? Like, don't even bother. So I do think he is a little upset with the whole situation of her being gone, but there's not really a whole lot he can do at this present situation. He has to go to work and he has to do what he has to do. But as we can see, this decision has really, really affected Kody more than I think anyone really realized it would. You're going jogging with the book? Okay, well that's different. And in your underwear, no less. Okay, at least he changed. That's nice. So I am going to go ahead and we're just going to hop over and have a gander. He's barefooted. I didn't give him shoes. I'll have to fix that, but not right now. I'm going to hop over and we are going to actually go see Cherish at her new place with Miko and just see how they're getting on. Okay, so as you can see, this is our house here in Hemford-on-Bagley where they have moved to. Obviously, Cherish is a writer, and so she will make her living for them as a writer, and also, dealing with, farming and things like that. So I do think they are trying to just live a little more quiet, farmy lifestyle. I did go ahead and give the girls a makeover, so I'm going to jump into Cass and just give you guys a look at their updated looks since the last time we played with them. This is what Cherish currently looks like. So she did change a little, not too much, but she does have a little bit different hairstyle, and you can just tell she kind of grew up a little bit. She's a little bit older. She's a young adult now, and even though she had this really, cool look about her, I think she still does. She's just kind of toned it down a little bit, and it's a little bit more I can fit in the country kind of look, right? So this is her everyday outfit. And then for her formal, I changed it to this number. So still classy, but not like, hey, I live in the city. And her athletic wear, and of course, true Cherish style, she went ahead and decided to just, be out and proud. So we love that for her. This is her sleepwear and her party outfit, her swimwear, her hot weather outfit. So as you can see, she is a little like laid back and more, and again, right, rainbow unicorns, gotta love that. So she is a little more just kind of laid back. I can just hang out in the country and write my books and play with our chickens. We're gonna have our kid, like so. And this is Miko's updated look. So I did give her a full CC overhaul, and I think she's absolutely adorable. Hopefully you guys like how she turned out, but this is her everyday wear. And as we know, she is in the political career. So I did give her a little bit more kind of snazzy and tried to keep her, I toned down her outfits from her very, very eclectic and tried to keep her a little bit more on that kind of out there color scheme kind of thing that she likes, but toned it down. She is, like I said, in the political career, so she can't just go full country. And look at her bump. Isn't she precious? Oh, love her. This is the formal outfit that I gave her. So see, I still, you know, I've left some of her clothes kind of loud. Maybe not as loud as she likes them, but this is her athletic wear. And her sleepwear. Her party outfit. Her swim outfit. And her hot weather. I love this outfit on her. She looks so pretty. And her cold weather. So that is what our girls have turned out to look like now that I've, you know, given them their young adult makeovers. As we can see, it is 7:46 in the morning and everyone's hungry and it looks like she has to go to work. So Miko's gonna go to work. Cherish also does have a job. She works at the column. So she's an advice columnist, but she's a writer. So I don't know. I think she's gonna go self woohoo. I mean, okay, that's all right. Where are you headed? She's going to work, and she's like, "Well, while the cat's away, the mice will play." All right, Cherish, just you do you, literally. All right, and so what was I saying? I got completely distracted there. Right. I think that it would be okay for her to possibly even just at some point, when she starts pumping out more books and things of that nature, I think it would be okay for her to go ahead and maybe work from home and just write from home. And she doesn't actually have to have like a job outside of the house. So she would be able to be here for the kid while Miko goes ahead and works at the political stuff, right? So I think that would probably make the most sense. Okay, so I think that that is probably the direction that, you know, Cherish is going to go, because it would be easier for her to write from home than it would be for Miko to obviously put her entire career on hold as like in the political field. It just wouldn't make sense for her to do that. So I will have to get her a desk. So I may put a desk in here in this room so that she can write. So let's pop a desk in here really quick. Okay, so I have given the house a little bit of an update. So I just went ahead and put a little bit of items here in the baby's room. And I have the desk here in the bedroom that she can go ahead and use. So all of that looks good. And then she is going to need to go ahead and cut them out. I'm just going to have her go ahead and purchase some seeds. I think that they would just do some starter fruits and herbs and vegetables so that we can go ahead and just have some things planted here. And I'm going to go ahead and purchase also a chicken. Perfect. And we're just going to start with the one chicken for now, considering they are new to this whole farming life. And she's in there cooking, so that's great. And we'll just come out and have her, when she's done cooking, plant some of these things so that Miko's public rally is going well. Just as the main speaker steps to the microphone, power drops out and the crowd grows anxious. Miko needs to power up the rally quickly, or else. Does she hotwire the power or improvise a microphone? I think she would hotwire the power. She bravely yanks open the circuit box and makes a guess as to which wire goes where. Miraculously, after a terrifying pause and a light hum, the lights come on and the speaker return to full brilliance. The rally is saved. Raised support for the cause, gained 2 supporters. So great, she did a good job there. And we'll just go ahead and, like I said, plant this stuff. All right, come out here and plant this stuff. Oh, I don't want you to plant that. Hold everything. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right, there's that. And that. That way we can have kind of... Would you get in here and plant? She's like, gardening wasn't the life for me. That's what Miko wants to do. You will be just fine. Yes, you will. You can plant this stuff for her while she's at work, and that'll be great. And then I'll put the rest of the stuff that she got in the fridge so that they can use it to cook. And we'll probably go ahead and let her get started on writing a book, just because the more books that she has, the better it will be as far as royalties go. And let's face it, she likes gardening. Yes, absolutely, she can like gardening. That's great news. Gotta love that. Yeah, so I'm going to have her go ahead and continue writing because we do want her getting books out there so we can get royalties, because that's going to mean more income for the family, which is something we're desperately going to need because, as we know, she is going to be having a baby soon. So it looks like we are currently in the second trimester. She's going to be heading into her third trimester in 22 hours. And I think that Cherish is probably like, this is the first time she's ever really been on her own. Her whole life has been her and her dad. And even though she's really self-sufficient and independent, she did a lot as far as like helping Kody and things like that. I do think she probably would... Okay, she's... Okay. I think that she is probably like, wow, it's kind of weird not being at dad's and having my own place, and I've got a wife now and a baby on the way, and I think she's probably ecstatic. Well, obviously this even says she's very happy, but I think probably in the back of her mind she's also probably like, you know, I can't really... Back pain from her condition.
Oh, gosh.
She doesn't think she looks great. The only way she can accept herself is by learning to love who she is. Okay, so we'll need to boost her however she sees herself. There's a mirror. Let's boost her confidence. So I do think that, you know, that's probably playing on her mind is, you know, it's really, really weird not being at dad's and not having that support that I have been used to my whole life. And, you know, obviously the way he handled things was wrong, and he can't tell her who she can and can't love, and like, he's not her. But I don't think she realized it was going to be as hard as it is to just get up and leave your family, and it's all she ever has known. So I do think that's probably in the back of her mind really bothering her. And I'm sure that she will want to talk to Miko and just kind of be like, you know, did we do the right thing? Just getting up and moving out like we did. I know that we want less chaos for the child, and right, like they agree that that was the best course of action. But I think that Cherish is probably realizing now, like, maybe that wasn't the best move. Maybe, just maybe, I should have maybe tried a little harder to just talk to him. But, you know, what's done is done, so. It's taking her quite some time to write this book. I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward. I do think that Miko will be getting home shortly. She works until 3, yeah. And when she gets home, she's obviously going to want to eat something. She can eat that and have herself a bath because she's in rough shape. And I'm going to get you to water the plants when you're done. Good, 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 good. Are we almost done with this book? Because you're usually pretty... Yeah, okay. was gonna say, she's usually pretty quick to like pump books out. She always has been. So we will sell to a publisher. I think that will get her royalties, like a higher amount of royalties. So she's just getting her confidence up a little bit because she's struggling with her looks. I have no idea why. She's absolutely adorable, but according to this, she's struggling with her looks. She's also very flirty, and she started the day out in a self-woohoo, so maybe the game doesn't know what it's talking about. She seemed pretty dang confident to me. I'm just saying. She's like, I'm out here watering plants and I gotta pee. Well, go do that first then. You can go pee and then come water the plants. I'm cool with that. Go on now, before you wee yourself. Alright, so Miko has arrived home, which is great. And who's calling us? Makoa wants to come over and hang out. Yeah, absolutely. So Makoa and her are really good friends. They were friends in school, and then they had gone out together, like with a group of friends, one night into the city. And as we all know, that was where she ran into Miko, and they just really hit it off. I think it was at that karaoke bar. So yeah, we'll just have him go ahead and come over and visit for a bit. She's just gonna go and publish her book and then water the plants, take herself a bath. Miko's just getting a little bit to eat here because she was feeling a little bit hungry. What is wrong with you? And you can actually go ahead and go to the washroom and get yourself a bath. Where'd that chicken go? Did it run off? It can only stay in that area, right? I hope. Maybe it's in the coop and I just didn't see it. Hello? Where is our chicken? I have no idea. It's around somewhere. That's fine. Like, we're not off to a very strong start here. Like, you bought a chicken and now it's already lost. She's like, oh, it'll be fine. Why are you sad? She's not ready for the pregnancy. Oh no, she doesn't want a kid. Oh dear. I don't remember that being the case. But it would seem that she doesn't want a child. So that's going to be difficult to deal with. Oh my goodness. Unwanted pregnancy, second trimester. This pregnancy is not getting any better. There is still time to make a difficult decision. But Miko is just not sure. No matter what she does, the damage is done and there will be no going back from this. Life is permanently altered. So I think Miko is suddenly realizing that her life is going to change drastically having a baby, and all she ever wanted was to be in the political field. And she didn't have any, ideas of kind of falling in love, but then Cherish happened. And now they have a baby on the way. So clearly she is distraught over this. And she does not want this baby. So I am going to go in here and just see if I can maybe talk to her about the baby and just see if there is a possibility that she would, maybe kind of try to reassure about pregnancy. Let's do that. What else could she do? Offer to go to counseling for unwanted. Well, I don't think we really need to go to counseling. I can tell her I want to keep the baby. She's like, it's okay, Miko. Everything's gonna be fine. Let's see what has to be said here. It's our baby. Could you not? I'm trying to read this. Okay, it says, it's our baby from partner not wanting baby. Cherish is angry at herself and her partner for getting into this situation in the first place. No matter how hard she tries to be understanding, a partner of her is also angry at her partner for being so negative about the baby that she loves already. Oh no. So, yeah, she's really, really struggling with the fact that the love of her life does not want this baby that they're having. And I think that is going to make this even harder on Cherish, especially with her dad not being around, because anytime she had a problem, she would run to Kody, and now they're not speaking. She's ran away with this woman she's in love with to have a family, only to find out once they moved here that maybe Miko's not as on board as Cherish thought, and really she just wanted her career, and this wasn't really the life Miko wanted after all. So Cherish is really, really upset. Miko is really upset. She's really upset that she's pregnant in the first place, but how did that chat with her go? She is so sad. Her eyes have filled with tears, and she's basically told her, like, I understand what you're saying and I hear you and I want you to feel like you're heard, but this is a situation I didn't want to be in. This is a pregnancy basically that I don't want, and I can't just make it happen. Like, I don't want this baby. So I don't know, guys. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out for us, but it's not looking good. Like, she's going to cry, isn't she? Oh no, she's going to nap. She's like, I cannot deal with this since this is just overwhelming and it's just too much. Why don't you go ahead and get yourself a bath, and then you can actually go on and go to bed for the night, Cherish. Like, I understand that you're really sick. Unless you want to maybe, why don't you go ahead and, you know, have a chat with your friend here, and maybe even call your dad. Since he did try to call you really early this morning, maybe you could just call him and, I don't know. I think that Cherish would really want to talk to her dad about this stuff. She probably is scared to talk to him about it, though, because if you think about it, he already doesn't accept Miko. He doesn't like her. He doesn't like this relationship. I think that Cherish would kind of be like, oh, great, now he's just going to be like, I told you so. And I don't think that is something that she would want to deal with. So I think she, although probably wanting to talk to her dad, would probably be extremely apprehensive to do that. Like, I think she was probably at war with herself. I mean, right now she's asleep in the bathtub. She's probably not at war with anything, but yeah. How are we doing, Miko? I cannot believe you don't want this baby. Like, she is so upset about this baby. I'm gonna have her tell him about the baby. She'll be like, you'll never guess what happened to me. Oh yeah. So I met your friend Cherish, and here we are. All in a short period of time. I was in love, wrapped up, dating, pregnant, married. She's like, I'm so sad. I don't know what to do. And I know that Cherish is happy, but I don't want this baby. This is not the life that I envisioned for myself. You know, Miko, that really disappoints me about you. Why don't you come out here and, like, vent to your chicken? So I'm just going to have her come over here. She's going to talk to the chickens, and then I'm going to have her go ahead and go to bed. And Cherish is going to go ahead and serve something to eat. And then she'll go ahead and go to bed after she's done eating. I think she'd be like, so I just found out that my wife doesn't want her kid. What am I supposed to do with that? It's like, hi, Dad. Yeah, I know you called. Yes, I understand that it was sudden. I understand. Yes, I know that leaving a letter was probably not the best idea. Well, Dad, you said some things and I said some things. It was really rough on us all. Okay, I'm going to go. So that conversation probably didn't turn out to be the best either, but, you know, I don't know really how Cherish is expecting Kody to act in this. Like, he's entitled, I guess, to his opinion, and then she ran off. So she hasn't even told him yet that they, you know, Miko doesn't even want the baby. Right now, he's too caught up in the fact that she just abandoned him and ran out. She is looking really rough. She's so tired. Look at her face. That poor thing. She's like, yeah, absolutely. I understand what you're saying. Yep. So as you can see, these two are pretty good friends and they really get on, and I think that she really does enjoy his company and can confide in him about things, but he's friends with both of the girls, so it's going to be kind of difficult to really talk to him about Miko because he's friends with them both, and that really doesn't put him in a very fair position. So she's just going to go to bed and basically have to hold it all to herself, and maybe, I don't know, maybe she could write about it in a novel and make it like fiction, but yeah, it's really sad that we are at this impasse here, and that this whole thing that she thought was going to be this glorious thing and caused her to run away from her dad and everything else is now crumbling before her eyes, and she really just doesn't know what to do. So I do think that I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified of new episodes when they go live. And I will see you guys in another episode of The Single Dad Life. Bye, y'all.